This section will be about how to check invoices under transactions. So you have to go to transactions, and here you will be able to filter on the invoice that you are looking for. You can filter by invoice number, by supplier invoice number, by document ID, or own reference. Of course, you will have to choose your company and the year that the document was uploaded, and you can decide if you want an exact match or you just want a partial match. So I'm going to look for an invoice that I have for in my test environment. So you can see here when I filter on it that it gives me some general information, invoice date, transaction date, supplier, customer, and it will also tell me if the transaction has warnings. As you can see here, this transaction has 2 warnings, and how many times I deleted it. So I will get a delete log line as many times as I deleted that transaction. So you can see I deleted this 8 times. So if I click on the little arrow on the left-hand side, then you will be able to see every detail that was included when you uploaded the transaction. So more information about the supplier and the customer, document details, the amount, and an invoice signs. If it's an interest transaction, then more information is included here. Underneath, you'll again see the warnings a little bit neater underneath each other, and the delete logs as many times as you deleted it. It will be listed here, also including information about it. You will also be able to add attachments. So if you want to add the PDF version of the invoice to the transaction here, then you can upload that. You can add comments. So for example, if you check the warnings are, you can't delete them. So if you're happy with the warnings that you check it and you want a comment that you did that, then you can add it here. And finally, under additional document data, you will see some extra information, for example, where that particular transaction was mapped, so which boxes. If it goes in any other report, then it will list it here as well, and it will also tell you which file it came from. Okay, so there are 4 things that you can do with a transaction here. Under select action, you can either delete it. This will completely delete it from the SAS environment. So if you needed it to be in the VAT return or interest report, then you will have to re-upload it again. You can force it to error. If you do so, then it will appear under errors and warnings with a message saying force to error. So you will know which transaction you forced to error from here. You can redeliver it. So this would move it back to the inbox. It will be picked up. The checks would be done on it all over again. And the system will decide if it goes in errors or it can be included in the VAT return or the report that you uploaded it for. And finally, you can choose export. This will export your transaction into an XML file, including all the information that you can see below here for further investigation. Now, if you filter on an invoice that is in error, then you will not be able to do any further actions as you're already able to alter it under errors and warnings. So it will just tell you that this transaction is in error. It will tell you again how many times it was deleted, but you can't do anything else from here.